Hello everyone, this is episode 6, maybe 7 I believe, of the cryptocurrency analysis videos. Had a pretty good day today so far. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. The head and shoulders is kind of forming a little bit, and the falling wedge is still in play. In fact, if we zoom in a little bit here, you can kind of see that even this morning we had a touch of the support, actually, and almost 2 touches, actually, a double bottom, and looks like Litecoin is about to be breaking out of its triangle. Actually, it's got a little bit of a wick standing out, but there's a resistance level that it has to break here. So what we could see is like a dip down halfway and then come up, or we could see it breaking out like heavily and then coming back, retesting, and then going this way. And Ethereum, there is a triangle formed overnight, and on Ripple, a triangle also formed. I don't know if how long this has been there, but I haven't looked at Ripple in a while. So the main thing we focus on here, at least right now, is Bitcoin. So there's not really much to say here. People were calling for a 9,000 touch, but I mean, obviously we haven't broken out yet of this falling wedge, but it actually does look like we're about to be. Looks like we're nearing the end of it, and I mean, it would make sense for it to break out here. Obviously there's still room for it to for it not to break out here, and it could still touch resistance, or even just flop here for all we know. It could just go back to 9K, and at that point it's really no telling if it's going to stop at 9K or if it's going to keep going down. But 9K is the next support, and for Bitcoin, I think, to be in a full-on bull run, it's got to break all these resistance lines here, which it's already broke one. So it's got to break 1, 2, 3, 4 resistance, and then it's got to break I think I would say like probably 12K to break the high of this falling wedge, and then and hold that top too, for it to be considered a bull run, in my opinion, at least. So on to Litecoin. We can see this triangle actually breaking out here. These blue lines are what I want to talk about, and so you can kind of see this is like the perfect example of a triangle, right? So you really, like, last video I even said myself, like, I didn't know which way this was going to break, because if it's 50-50, right? Triangles are usually 50-50, unless they've got this pole sticking out here, which I can show you an example really quick. So right here, I'm not drawing it perfectly, but I don't really need to. Right here, this would be an example of a triangle that needs to break upwards, because it's got this pole and then the triangle, and that makes it break upwards. And it would have gone higher, but Bitcoin hit its resistance, and Litecoin fell. So it does look like, I'm zooming in a little bit here to get a little bit more data on the 15-minute. It does look like Litecoin is broke through its resistance on the 15-minute. It's got 1 minute left to close above it, so we're going to see if it does close above the top resistance line at was this 217, and if it holds on the 15-minute, I think it's a good sign. I do think it's going to retrace though back to resistance, and then it's going to go back up, because Ethereum and Bitcoin still haven't broken out yet, and it doesn't make sense for Litecoin to take off all the others. It could be first, but it doesn't make sense for it to take off like a few hours ahead of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Ethereum, it's almost the same exact pattern as Litecoin. Let me go on the 4-hour on Litecoin. So we had this huge crash, and then the triangle, huge crash, triangle, head and shoulders. I took out all the colorful things because I didn't want people to get distracted by them. So yeah, head and shoulders here, rising wedge, sim triangle. If you need an example of these, what I'm talking about, just go to my other videos. I'm pretty sure I had them. XRP, same exact thing as Ethereum. Head and shoulders. What is this? That's a flag, bull flag, and rising wedge right here. And then it falls. Does it hit support? Let's see. No. Looks like it just looks like, oh, I guess kind of, if you count that as a support right there. But no, not in my mind. I think it just formed a new support because everything else, Ethereum and Litecoin, hit their supports, and Bitcoin also was hitting supports and bouncing all up and down and stuff. So Ripple is kind of just following the line, but I did look at it because I do consider it one of the top coins, and this triangle forms just like Ethereum's, and it's almost at the exact same stage as Ethereum's too. So Litecoin, let's zoom in right here, actually go back to the 1 hour 15 minute. Yeah, so Litecoin didn't even close above the resistance level, so I still stand by my statements that it could just go back and do a little cup and then go to the upside, and we'll see if that happens tomorrow. I really do think that this is the bottom here. I'm thinking probably like 80% at this point. So yeah, that's my analysis for today. Sorry I didn't do any altcoins. Let's actually see, how's a Nano doing? I haven't looked at Nano in a while. Alright, 13, it's decent. Yeah, that actually, there's a falling wedge right here, is it? Oh no, there's a resistance line though. Yeah, it's a falling wedge. So, a falling wedge right there. Top resistance is 17k, damn. Alright, it's been making moves. Yeah, you should have expected a pullback, honestly, from this, from this bull run right here. It just makes sense, like there's got to be a pullback. And this falling wedge it's a bullish pattern, just like on Litecoin and Ethereum, and Ripple, and Bitcoin too. So that's the analysis for today. It's what is it? February 25th. Alright, video will be up tomorrow.